Good morning, guys. Well, yesterday was a write-off. It started raining at about 5 in the afternoon and didn't stop until 5 o'clock this morning, which meant the evening was a write-off. We couldn't do much. We just had to get the tents up quickly, get dinner sorted, and then call it for the night. So not a very good evening, to be honest. So today it's meant to be raining again. It starts at about 10 o'clock, meant to carry on until 6 this evening. So I'm not sure how many miles we're going to get done today. We know we can ride in the rain. We've done it before, but it's not enjoyable. We want to enjoy our time in the saddle as much as we can. So we're just going to slowly get packed up. There's a cafe. We're going to get some breakfast here. We'll see what the weather's saying by then, and we'll see how many miles we can get done today. But I don't think it's going to be many, which may change the destination. We'll see. Just a shame. What kind of summer is this, man?
We go?
Yeah, we're ready. We're going right. Let's go.
I was living in my own world, running from the get-go, see the destination.
All right, we finally set off. A bit later than usual. 10 past 11 it is now. Raining. Not so much where I need my waterproofs. Maybe that's going to be a bad decision, but I can't ride in them. They make me too warm.
Just like I want someone, just like everyone.
It was a mistake. Oh, nasty hills. Alright guys, 1 minute we're cycling through like areas of outstanding national beauty, and the next minute we've just turned right into the set of EastEnders. Because this is a dive. Whoa, what a lovely shot. We are in Salisbury, that's Salisbury Cathedral. Do you know what would have been nicer? To get the drone up and get a really nice aerial shot of it, but we can't because of that. Come on, mate, I'd start the hill filming. What are you doing? Why are you so slow? Whoa! Stopped off to get out of the rain for a couple of minutes. We're on 26 miles. We need to get
Crunchy Nature Valley bars.
we need to get to 60 by the end of the day. That's going to be a tough ask. Do you reckon we can get there? Lee?
What?
Do you reckon we can get there?
Yeah, of course we can.
60 by the end of the day with lunch. not sure. It's a tough ask.
It was a tough ask, but we always tend to set ourselves unrealistic targets on these tours. You'd think we'd know better after doing 8 of them. I suppose there's nothing wrong with a little bit of optimism.
Guess what? There's no rain. It says that it's stopped on the weather app. Apparently that's it. We've suffered through it and the rest of the tour should be dry. Probably jinxing myself. Keep your fingers crossed for us. Hopefully I can now get the drone up and get some proper good shots. Just under 33 miles for the day. Crap. Okay, that's our very, very late lunch done. Just look at the campsites along the way. They're all fully booked. Every single one of them along our route is fully booked. What is that about? So we found one that's 7.1 miles away. It's a little bit off route, but we're just going to have to accept that. It's been a shit day's riding, really. Well, what with not leaving till 11 o'clock and then just getting rained on, it's really slowed us down. So we've only done 35 miles en route, and now we're just coming off route to do another 7.1 to get to our campsite. We were contemplating wild camping, but just don't want to tonight. Just want to get dry. Want another shower. So we'll see. We might have to do that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in order to stay en route and crank out as much miles as possible because we're severely under pressure now. Okie dokie, here we go. Final little leg until camp tonight.
Fail.
Yeah, we failed today. Well, the weather failed us. We should have done better with leaving in the morning. But do you know how hard it is to get motivated to pack everything away, put it on the bike and get on the bike when it's with rain? Because that's what it was doing this morning, and we just couldn't be arsed for it. We just couldn't be arsed, so we waited it out.
Check that out. Fill the cow bit of water.
And that, look at this, look. Cows are getting washed. Hello, Moo Moose. All right, better go. Car's behind us. See you at camp.
We opted not to do any more miles en route after lunch other than the 7.5 miles we had to do to get to camp, so we slowly trundled along. We were soaked through from the torrential rain that we were riding in, and just wanted to get clean and dry. 6 or 7 years ago, we never would have accepted doing such a short amount of mileage for the day to find a campsite. We would have stayed en route, got as many miles done as we could, and just wild camped later on in the evening. But the truth is, we never had the motivation for that anymore.
All right, we made it there. Here's our campsite. Gates shut. Meant to arrive by 5 o'clock. It says latest arrival 10. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Nobody's here, obviously. So we need to unpack the bikes, take all the gear off, and lug it over the gate. I'm knackered. We just climbed a hill, huge hill, to get here. All right, let's do that.
We never had to do any of this. Having checked the confirmation email after shooting this video, the code was right there. Typical of me not to check though.
All right, we're not in any rush this evening to get the tents up. Finally, we got no rain, so they can stay like that. It can air out a little bit, not too much wind. And guess what I can do now?
In terms of what we look for in a campsite, this was perfect. It was big, sparsely populated with only 2 campers on the other side, and it had clean showers and toilets. I guess after 8 tours, we just liked our luxuries now, if you can call a toilet and a shower a luxury. Views for days with the drone also. We planned to get up very early in the morning to make up for the lack of miles that we did on day 2, but for now, we were going to settle in for the evening, watch Spain versus Italy in the semi-final of the European Cup, and just chill. For the first time since yesterday afternoon, we saw the sun. A very welcome sight. It was time to get our final meal of the day on, spicy chicken pasta.
Alright guys, and that is how we do dinner in the countryside at 10:30 at night. Alright, stay in line. Yep.
Before we were about to turn in for the night, Lee noticed that I had lost a screw from one of my pannier rails. This could have been disastrous.
Well, that's lucky, isn't it?
It was lucky, but I probably would have noticed it in the morning when it came to packing my gear back onto the panniers. But still, it was a good spot from Lee, and one less job that I had to do in the morning. Lucky enough, all the screws on my door's Tora are universal, so I was able to take a screw from my bottle cage that I wasn't using and simply replace it onto the pannier. Annoyingly, it had really damaged the paintwork on the back of my bike, but that's my fault for being too slack on my bike maintenance. I should have checked these screws before I left.
I might want to film this, he says. What about... Excuse me.
It's a proper one.
Wow. Turn the light off.
I don't know what this guy was, but he was really cool. And that concludes episode 2. Will we make Land's End? Judging by the amount of miles that we did today, it's going to be tough. Find out in part 3.